Rakhi madam, are you there?
Yes.
हाँ,
काय बोल रहे हैं?
नहीं, आवाज नहीं आ रही थी ना आपकी।
हाँ, ब्रेक है ना, म्यूट किया था।
अच्छा, मुझे लगा वापस स्टार्ट किया तो कुछ आवाज नहीं आएगी।
नहीं अभी स्टार्ट नहीं किया, वो बस मैं कुछ और कर रही थी। Saying something. You were in 960. For 3 years, I was 960. So last year, 10 you did it. I did it in CKS. For 4 and 6, I was 960. Because my father is it's very good. It was not very developed place. The best school was IC. When are your results? Yeah, God. But more than us, our relatives are waiting for us. Yeah, so they have only given an exam, they get there. Every day I get the articles. See, I don't even get those because of my birthday. Yeah, another little. What do you have to do? I prepared. I studied. I know that worries you more. It makes you more anxious. And anyways, I'm going to tell you, increase 5% and I know. I know. And people just. They have all sorts of things to see ultimately. You all are in that way. No, so I see. They are none of your results. We got that DG offers. Yeah. So maybe the results are. Yeah. They should release it. It's more than 1.5. Actually, they'll announce the day before. Even ICC was announced yesterday. ICC announcement? No. That it will be today. That announcement was made yesterday. Yes, but what I feel, they're on the CIC website. Oh, because my cousin sister is also in Delhi. Board exams. She's an ICC analyst. Hey, it's there. No, it's not my. Yeah, it's the press release has come. Today 5 PM. Today 5. I know 5 PM. 5 PM. She might be knowing. And the second term results going to be given. So that was not expected. And she'll get the average. So they have their own logarithms. The average, not the only second term. No, you won't get only. Then marks of each subject. You will get the average. At the most, they will mention the first assessment. Well, I'm expecting good for my second term. The weightage is 50%. Weightage is equal for both. It's the same. That is for ICSE. And it's not declared. It's not declared. Why is the should be equal? We get 40 months. No, that's not what I'm not studying. Okay, let's start now. But फिर हमारा अच्छा है तो हम क्या करें? They don't worry, it will be done in a very fair and just manner. I know it's 38 हो गया. And one more thing, that what you are told, that's image. For the IPM, you focus more on present and past.
Don't have any back of that.
नहीं but 650 and कोई वो क्या रोटी मारा क्या रोटी के ना celebrates Okay, so let's start with direct indirect speech. Is everyone here online? Put your videos on. My house, every time my brother is looking for it. All the time he comes to my online classes, waves, procedure, and they go pretty good. Sometimes it must be getting embarrassed. The DJ is coming to sleep. Later on. It's easy. I am easy one day. Okay, Karmanya, I'm waiting for you to put your video on. Okay. So direct indirect speech, what is direct indirect speech is clear. Direct is as spoken by the speaker and indirect is when you are changing words and communicating what has been told by the speaker. Yeah. The words spoken by a person can be reported in two ways, direct and indirect. Direct speech says what others have said in their exact words. Inverted commas are used in direct speech. Raj said to Sonali, I am sleeping now. Indirect, so this is in direct speech. We have used punctuations. So you will have the comma, then the open inverted commas, and then you put a full stop and close the inverted commas. Indirect or reported speech says what others have already said. Inverted commas are not used in reported speech and according changes are made in it. So Raj told Sonali that he was sleeping then. Okay, so now changes to then, am sleeping changes to was sleeping. Here below we have a chart which tells you the changes in tense. So the reported on indirect speech, when we mention the person or persons to whom the words are spoken, we use reporting words said or told. Okay, here it was said, here it is told. So those words change accordingly. Points to remember. The reported speech is put within inverted commas. Okay, so what are the things that we take care of? So first is inverted commas. They are not used, but reported speech is generally introduced by the conjunction that. She said that. The comma separating the reported verb from the reported speech is removed. So the comma, I'm putting dots here. So what do I intend saying? The comma which separates the reported speech to the reported verb. Reported speech is what? I am not going to study today. Reported verb is Pritha said. So comma is removed. Then the tense of the reporting verb is never changed. Tense of what is not changed? The reporting verb. Remains unchanged. Okay, like if it was Rita says, then when we change it, we will not change the says to a said. That tense will remain the same. Rita says that she will not study. She would not study. Then question mark of exclamation are never used. So question mark and the exclamation mark are removed when you are writing it in direct speech. So we'll take one example. Direct speech sentence with an interrogation. Those online, give me one sentence. Yes.
I said to my father, can you help me in this problem? I asked my father if he could help me in this problem.
Yes, 1 minute. Come again. I said
To my father,
to my father. Yes.
inverted commas, can you help me in this problem?
Can you help me with this problem?
With this or in this.
With this problem. And close inverted commas. Okay. So what will you change? How will you change this?
I asked my father.
Yes. I asked my father.
Whether he could.
Hmm?
Whether he could.
Yes. Whether or if. Both are okay. If he could
help me.
Help me. Yes.
With that problem.
Yes. With that problem. And here what will come?
Full stop.
So the question mark is silenced. And what are the changes that have happened? We have removed the inverted commas and the comma. Asked. Yes, said became asked. Whether or if we added, you changed to be.
That.
Huh?
This became that. This problem.
Yes. This became that. And here, can you changes to he could. Huh? Help me with that problem. Remaining things are the same. So this changes to that. Then interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentences are put as statements. Examples. Ravi said, my aunt bought a cake for me. Ravi said that his aunt had bought a cake for him. Rajat said to me, those children are studying for their exam. Rajat told me that those children were studying for their exam. So you have according changes in tense. He said, I like the book. He said that he liked the book. Okay, you don't have to make any more changes. If it's the here, make sure you write the here. If it's a, make sure you write a. If there is no article, don't write the article. He said to me, do you like the book? He asked me if I liked the book. If or whether, both are okay. He said he likes the book. He said that he liked the book. Note the changes in pronoun, right? So accordingly, your pronouns will also change. Now the changes in tense. When the reporting verb is being used in the past tense, the tense inside the inverted commas also changes to its corresponding past tense. Simple present, simple past. He said, I do not like computers, which is a simple present verb here.
Like.
Like and
Do not.
do. So he said that he did not like. Present continues to past continues. Rishi said they are singing for the concert. So which is the past continue or present continues? Are singing, no? पर कहाँ से आया? So present continuous is are singing. So that will change to past continuous. So Rishi said that they were singing for the concert. Simple past changes to past perfect. She said we went to the hills. So which is the verb in the simple past here? Went. She said that they had gone to the hills, which is the past perfect here. Had gone. Past perfect concept, right? Had gone. Present perfect changes to past perfect. So she said he has finished his work, which is the present perfect. Has finished. So that changes to past perfect. She said that he had finished his work. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. They said we are enjoying the weather. Actually, this is not past continuous. This is present continuous. We were enjoying would have been past continuous. So if it was the sentence in past perfect continuous. So if it was we were enjoying the weather, it would be they said that they had been enjoying the weather. If it was present, then it would be have been enjoying. So here make that change. Change this R to were in your text. Change it over there. R को कट करके राइट वर. Okay, now rules to remember the summary. Then I'll show you the other file for adding index. Yes. Yeah. There are. We'll come to the end. Then the file that I have, the other one that has some exercises. Okay. And then we have these which we'll solve. Time लगा रहे हैं solve. Okay, so what you are going to solve this first exercise if you're done. This is anyway. So we'll do this only better. We'll do this. So when there are two subjects in a sentence and they are not in the same number, then we must have to use separate auxiliaries. Is, are, am, was, were, have, has for both of them. What is incorrect? Three passengers were killed and one were injured. Correct? So you can't say that. So correct would be three passengers were killed and one was injured. When there is only one auxiliary and two principal verbs, it should be correctly associated with both. Incorrect. 10 students have passed, one failed. So this has been used incorrectly. You cannot say have passed and one failed. In what condition could you have said one failed?
Two failed when there were more than one.
No, but here we are talking about this. See the correct sentence. 10 students have passed, one has failed. So had you said 10 students passed, comma, one failed, it was okay. Huh? So if you're using the auxiliary, you have to use the auxiliary in both. 10 students have passed and one has failed.
Okay.
So if yours was 2, then it would have been 10 students have passed, 2 have failed. Then a past tense in the main clause should be followed by a past tense in the subordinate clause. He qualified because he works hard. So past tense in the main clause, you have used qualified here. Then you cannot use the present tense. The tense has to be the same. He qualified because he worked hard. A past tense in the main clause may be followed by a present tense in the subordinate clause when the subordinate clause expresses a universal truth. It's the same even for direct and indirect speech. If you are talking about a universal truth, like she said the earth revolves around the sun. So there you need not change revolves to revolve. You can say she said that the earth revolves around the sun because that's a universal truth. So incorrect would be our teacher said that the earth moved round the sun. Correct would be our teacher said that the earth moves round the sun. Okay, so when you are talking about a universal truth, you will use the same tense, not otherwise. Got this? Is it clear till here, these 4 points, all of you all? Any doubts? Aditya, Nishi, Manya,
No, ma'am.
Adesh? Okay, then the 5th point, when the subordinate clause comes after lest, the auxiliary verb should must be used. We start early, lest we shall miss the bus. This is incorrect. Means it's like saying just in case. If, like another way of saying if. So correct would be we start early, lest we should miss the bus.
We should start
Else, yeah, you can use, but here we are specifically talking about the usage of list. So you should use the word should there, not shall. If a gerund is preceded by a pronoun, then the pronoun must be in the possessive case. He emphasized me going to the party. He emphasized what is correct is my going to the party. Okay, so he emphasized on my going to the party is correct. Which is the gerund here? Gerund is going. Going. So preceded. Preceded means me is coming before going. Okay. Verb plus ing form. Even if you take that test of changing the tense, he will emphasize on my going to the party. Going is not changing. So going is the non-finite verb. That is the gerund. Okay, so you will use the possessive case. That is mine. You will not say he emphasized me going. He emphasized on my going to the party. Present perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began. Which is the present perfect continuous? Which is present perfect continuous? Have. So have been whatever working, or has been, like here if it was they, okay, has been playing. Had will be past. So even if it's they will be had. And if it's a singular, he or she has been. But this won't be had. If it was past, then it would have been had been. They had been working, or they had been. So here we are talking about what? Present perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began in the past time and is still going on. In such a case, adverb of time introduced by since, for, and how long is used. So how long are you working here is wrong. How long have you been working here? Okay, or for how long have you been working here? Or since how long have you been working? Then a verb preceded by a preposition must be the gerund. Let's see this. Students were punished for come late. Coming late. You won't say come late. Verb preceded by a preposition. So you have here come, which is preceded by a preposition for. So you will use the gerund form. That is the ing form. Students were punished for coming late. Some sentences, even by reading, you can make out that it's wrong. Then the future indefinite tense. That is simple future. Okay, future indefinite tense. That is the simple future. Write down over there. Okay, simple future. And present indefinite is the simple present. It's the same as simple present. So the future indefinite tense is not used in the clause of time, place, and condition. Here the present indefinite tense is used. I shall wait for you till you finish your work. What is the difference? I shall wait for you till you finish. There is till you will, till you finish, till you will finish, it's given. I shall wait for you till you will finish your work. I shall wait for you till you finish your. What? Till you. Because till has been used, no? So the clause. The future indefinite tense is not used within the clause with the clause of time, place, and condition. So this was clause of time, till when. Okay, so we'll use the present form, you finish. The present perfect tense is not used with the adverbs of past time like yesterday, in 2017, etc. Here the past indefinite tense. You won't say I have bought a car yesterday. You will say I bought a car yesterday. The past perfect tense is used to represent the earlier of the two past actions. When I reach the station, the train already left. We won't say that. We will say when I reach the station, the train had already left. We did this earlier also. The first of the two actions that will have the had. Modal auxiliaries are not used together, but two auxiliaries can be connected by a conjunction. He should must do it is wrong. He should and must means you're using both auxiliaries here because you're insisting on something being done. So he should and must do it, or he should. Or he should do it. Okay, I'll share with you on that other file. Just a minute. Has the screen changed? Those online?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You all can see the green fire, this right? Reported and direct indirect speech.
Yes.
Okay. So here this is a repetition. So what are we doing? Inverted commas excluded, question mark converted to a full stop, exclamation mark is silenced, comma in some cases is used. Exclamatory we didn't do in that. So here you can see this third sentence. Alex said, hooray, such a cool day it is. So Alex exclaimed with joy. So here it would be Alex, whatever, exclaimed with joy, with grief, with wonder.
It is not necessary that it's not necessary that is cool.
So cool can be used, but then the initial part exclaimed with, how will you change it? If it's an exclamatory sentence, you cannot change it by saying said or told.
No. So why star case में भी तो use करते हैं. अब ये होता है cool.
अच्छा वो मतलब कुछ भी होगा. Okay.
Cool हुआ फिर कैसे?
You use the same thing.
Cool. A person can be cool. He's such a cool person. Right? How can I?
Irrespective of what he means, you see grammatically what you are supposed to write. It's a cool day.
Yeah.
Usually, as what she's saying, usually you will say, oh, he's a cool person, she's a cool girl.
So we're not doing cool. What will
So you use cool only, na? You there, you're not going to say cold. So okay, then changes in pronouns, this we've done. See here this sentence. Exactly what you were asking. She said to Alex, you are a cool guy. So वो cold guy थोड़ी ना बोले. She said to Alex that he was a cool guy. Clear now? See this changes. This actually was there in that one also. So but this is there in that also. But additionally, in case you want, just take a screenshot of this for the others. Acha, in the group you have sent it on. Okay. And this also you all take for direct indirect speech. Okay. This has been sent in the group.
I said we have made a small.
Acha, you all. Okay, so those online can take screenshots. These are the changes. This is not there in your book. You could take this. It would help you in your transformations. Okay, this is for direct indirect speech. Okay, don't confuse it with active passive. Okay, so today, that day, now, then, or at the moment, yesterday, the day before, will, would, can, could, shall, should, etc. Imperative sentences. How will you change? Alex said, please come here. What are imperative sentences?
Request for orders.
Request,
to
order,
come
command.
Requested to come
Requested him to come there. Your changes to there.
there.
In this, you have to see each and every word properly and make changes accordingly. So Mark said to him, do not take this exercise easy. Mark advised.
Mark suggested him not to
Advice, actually here it should be Mark, it says Mark said to him. So it should be Mark advised the student, the singular. Not to.
Mark
Or him. Yes. Not to take that exercise easy. Now, one common mistake that children make is that they write to, not to. Mark advised him to not to take that exercise easy. So that to, not to is wrong. Not to. The dentist said to Alex, stay away from smoking. So the dentist advised Alex to stay away from smoking. So that you'll write as per the sentence. He's a dentist, so he's going to advise. He said to the guard, open the door. Now, what is this order, command, instruction? He ordered the guard to open the door. He said, let's wait for Alex here. It's a suggestion. He suggested to wait for. Yes. So all this let's and all won't come. And your verb will also change according to the meaning that is intended. Now this order command is given here, but even if it's not given, you should be able to identify what is being suggested. Can I have an apple? She asked. She asked for an apple. Can I have the newspaper? Please. He asked for the newspaper. Suggestions. Politely. Negative imperatives. Negative imperatives. See this? She said, don't keep talking. She instructed us not to keep talking. Again, here to, not to, you won't see. Okay, so don't change this to not to. Please don't study too hard, the teacher said. The teacher asked them not to study too hard. One more is left here. Huh? No, I think if it was me, I would have said, yeah, work hard, do your best. Don't stress yourself out. That's it. Just do your best.
Not bad, or fire.
No, I don't believe in like just don't take stress, because if you're taking stress, the number of hours also you're working is going to be waste, because it's not going to get into your. And don't saturate yourself too much. If you're tired, just listen to some music, take a nap, do something that relaxes you. Okay, so he told her, don't wait up for me. He urged me, her it should be, not to wait up for him. So urge, you can use different verbs like that. Exclamatory again. See here, he said, hooray, I won a prize. He exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with sorrow, exclaimed with wonder, exclaimed with joy again. Both done. Okay, got this? Exclaimed with delight. Interrogative. Okay, we'll solve. Should we solve the exercises?
Yes,
Chalo, start solving. Okay, tell me these orally before we solve. He said, I like this song.
he said he liked the song.
He liked that song. Where is your sister? She asked me.
She asked me.
What's my sister?
Where is her sister?
She asked me 1 minute. Wait, somebody said something over here. Who spoke? Aditya, did you say something?
She asked me where was my sister.
No.
Her sister.
Where my sister was.
Correct. Karmanya, correct. She asked me where my was no. Because you are removing the question mark. Where was my sister will retain it as a question only. So that gets interchanged. Where my sister was. I don't speak Italian, she said. She said
Yes.
that. Yes,
She said that she didn't speak Italian.
correct. Didn't. Say hello to Jim, they said. They asked me
To say hello.
to Jim. They asked me to say hello to Jim. The film began at 7 o'clock. He said. He said
that below didn't had
Atish had begun at 7 o'clock. Don't play on the grass, boys. She told the boys.
to not play.
Not to play.
Correct. Not to play on the grass. That's what came to your mind, no? To not. So, not to play on the grass. When have you spent your money? She asked him. She asked him
Where he had
where he had.
spent.
You would say had here.
Where had he spent his money?
Where he had, Aditya, even you, interrogatives, work on direct indirect speech for interrogatives separately. Okay?
What will be the correct?
She asked him where he had spent his money. He had. You said it correctly, you said it correctly. She said where had he. Same as what Aditya said. I never make mistakes, he said. He said that he never made mistakes. Also see, when you have this he said coming later, how does your sentence work? How are the punctuations? You will have the comma followed by the close inverted commas. Okay. Does she know Robert? He wanted to know. He wanted to know
whether she
yes, whether she knew Robert. And you'll have a full stop at the end, make sure of that. Don't try this at home. The stuntman told the audience. The stuntman advised the audience.
not
Won't come.
not to try.
Not to try this at home.
Correct. Not to try. This changes to Karmanya. This will change
That.
to yes.
That.
Correct. So it will be the stuntman advise the audience not to try that at home. Aditya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll solve the book exercises in the book. I'll share that. Start solving the exercises, page 24.
be actually possible.
Manya, why is your video off? You're muted, you're muted.
Ma'am, there's someone in my room right now. Once they go, I'll turn it on again.
In the second exercise, some area of the dash dryer, then
Second one.
should become become will be became or has became dryer.
Some areas of it to be have become influence.
Have become.
Here what has been given.
Why not became?
In some areas of Italy became drier. No. Here have become. Became drier. Here in this it says are becoming, but have become is also fine. It's like Karmanya, if for that second sentence, if it was something like when the famine struck Italy, then you can say when the famine struck Italy, some areas of Italy became dry.
Here it
Okay.
Here it would be, here it you can say have become, or behind the answer given is are becoming. So, okay, both are okay.
Now we have to focus on.
Hmm?
Yeah, the fourth.
Do the fourth one.
Ma'am, just another option. What about will become?
Some areas of Italy will become drier. Then here again you will need relevance to something, no?
Correct.
So there it would be appropriate. What is your
She's finding. Violence. What's the time?
school brain violence?
Hard.
Academic violence. Write your sentences down now. You have that space down for transforming. You need to write the entire sentence. Otherwise, you all want to do that for homework, the fourth exercise?
Yes.
Because there you need to write complete sentences. Karna hai? How much have you all finished, guys? Those online?
I'm on the question number 4, third part.
Third sentence.
Question number 4, third sentence.
Do it then. Do it. Let's do it. Do it.
But then you want to time this.
Enough time. You're not on the first one. Or what about you all? Completed the last exercise also. Oh, okay. Okay, what about the others? Let's do one thing. The fourth one you will do as homework. Okay, because here these girls have also not started. Nishi, how much have you done?
I did the first one. Yeah, even I.
Ma'am, I did till third. Like
Your
third exercise, not the fourth. I haven't started the fourth one yet.
okay. Okay, so complete the third.
She's quiet.
Put in the third and then fourth for homework. What is she doing? She's hitting herself banging against the
This time.
Okay, so do till the third. How many of you have finished till the third? You all have. What about those online? Aditya?
I'm finished. I have finished the 4th also.
Okay, good. Fourth we'll discuss in the next class. Nishi, Adesh, Manya.
I'm doing fourth.
Okay. So fine. So till the third is done. So let's discuss till the third. Yes, Karmanya?
Nothing.
For something. Okay. Okay, let's start. So astronomers recently, yes. Aditya, you can be a little more vocal than you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Not Aditya, sorry, Adesh. Aditya is pretty vocal, Karmanya is pretty vocal, Adesh, you aren't. So astronomers recently,
Watch.
yes, a comet break into pieces practically before their eyes. Their observations
Reported.
have their observations dash by scientists, yeah, reported by scientists at Hopkins University have given them surprising insight. Yes,
Answer we had given them surprising insight.
have given.
No, I'm asking had. Their observations had given them.
No, it will be have given will be appropriate there.
But it's not grammatically incorrect, right?
Yeah, it won't be incorrect also, but because later we are talking about the current observation that they have made. So that's why their have given will be more appropriate. Okay. So comets are fairly small, about 12 miles across or less, balls of ice, rock and dust. They
Make.
make. They make long non-circular orbits around the sun. When a comet comes close to the sun, the stars heat, melts some of it, creating what looks like a tail. At this stage, it
Looks.
looks somewhat like a tadpole. Comets sometimes burst into pieces when the sun's heat turns their ice to water vapor. Okay, Aditya, now is it clear why over there have given is correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then until a little ago, scientists thought that a comet's center would be different from its surface. That's because comets probably formed at the same time as the solar system, so the materials, then there's nothing. Okay, is this clear? This first exercise, any doubts, any alternate answers which you want to clarify? Decide the correct form of verb. In her job, she answers. Aditya, what happened? Why did your video go off?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Nishi, what are you doing?
I've no doubt in first one.
Okay.
Yes.
So in her job, she answers. Some areas of Italy have become drier. I third
Got.
yes, have got you said, no? Karmanya? We just heard
Yes,
got.
the same. Have got.
It's the same. Suddenly I dash a loud noise. Huh? Heard. One day as I dash, as I was working, I heard someone call my name. Third exercise, getting up early is a good habit. The first thing to be done is reading the morning newspaper. Lot of information is given in the newspaper, which is useful for all age groups. Paper dash by the older generation. Was read by the older generation to know the happenings around the world. For them, newspaper.
I think in this sentence it should be is read because the next sentence for them newspaper reading is a suitable habit. So in this sentence it's is here. So in the previous sentence also it should be is only.
Third blank you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Because for the succeeding sentence it's in present tense. So it should be is read.
One you're saying?
Third one only, ma'am.
No, but you're saying the preceding sentence, which is lot of information is read, yes? But here, right, Aditya, that's what you're saying, no? Lot of information is read, so you're saying the next also should be is.
Paper is read by older generation because in the next sentence for them newspaper reading is a habit. If here it would have been newspaper reading was a suitable habit, then the answer would have been was read.
Yeah, over there, I think even I feel, yes, that's okay. You can use is read also over there. Paper is read because even currently, if you go to see, even currently, the older generation reads it. Right? It's not that they used to read it. Even now, you have the older generation who do read it. So that is fine. Over there, you can even say, you can say is read. Okay, for them, newspaper reading is a suitable habit. Correct. So there it is. That's what you said, Aditya. The coming sentence, the following sentence.
If here it would have been was, then in the previous sentence was it would have been correct.
Correct. So there you can say for them, paper is read by the older generation. For them, newspaper reading is a suitable habit. So we are not saying that it was read in the past. Right? We are saying it is still read by the older generation. Fine. Then it dashed by young boys to find out. So again, it was read. Why was read?
Again is read.
Yeah, is read. It is still being read. It is read by young boys to find out the happenings in fields. Okay. Any doubts with any of these topics? No. Okay, so next class we'll discuss these. And who are the ones who didn't write the paragraphs?
Ma'am.
Aditya, yeah, I'm noting down your name. So next week we will work on that. Aditya, who else? Manya,
Yes.
Nishi, what had you read? You made sentences, correct?
Yeah, I did sentences.
So you'll write a paragraph. Nishi, Adesh didn't write. Rita, and Karmanya, you did it.
Ma'am, I wrote it, but the usage of one word was wrong, right?
Yes, the usage of.
New words for the next week.
Do you want me to give or you want to?
We can.
For the others, you all can make your own. This I'm working on those who have not done last week's thing. Okay, your usage of camaraderie, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you write at least I told you 3 sentences. Huh? Okay, who else? We are done, right?
I'm giving new words now.
Aditya, what had you done? You made your para?
I made the para, but I think I misheard you. I wrote it even with my own words.
Okay, so you work on those same 4 words for the next class.
Same words which I did now.
You may, skip it. I can't recall. Did you read that paragraph?
Yeah, I read a para, but it was with a different set of words from what you
A
had given.
different set of words. Okay, so then you work on the same words because you've not done that, no?
Okay, ma'am. So, but I don't know the words. Can you repeat?
What were the 4 words? Camaraderie,
Accolade,
accolade. I'll write it for you. Wait. camaraderie, accolade, bamboozled. Which was the fourth word?
Ruminate.
So make sure you not only see the meanings, but also the usage. So see some sentences which have these words.
The last word is ruminate.
Ruminate, yes. R-U-M-I-N-A-T-E.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Okay, so see you all in the next class then. Bye.